Hi guys, it's Mina. Welcome back to another beautiful day in the garden. I'm kind of excited today. We're going to be playing with something new for me. I'm sure most of you have seen or maybe even used a split cup before, but this is a 3D printed cylinder with dividers in between that come to a point. So we're going to pour, and I guess the idea behind this is that it keeps your colors very separate and there's almost no blending until they all start coming out at the end. So it should be pretty fun. I've been watching Julie Cuts, who is amazing, use a split cup, and Fiona from Fiona's Art, and I will put both of their channels in the links for you down below in the description box, and I highly recommend watching them. They are both amazing, incredible artists. So thank you both so much, Julie and Fiona, for your inspiration. We're going to play with a split cup. So I'll show you my colors first. This first one is Pebeo Studios Iridescent Gold, and it wasn't looking as thick as I wanted, so I did throw some DecoArt Extreme Sheen 24 karat gold in there as well, just to give it a little bit more body. But I really like the Pebeo Studios Iridescent Gold. It's gorgeous, and the really nice thing about it is it actually doesn't make cells. So if you're doing something and you're not looking for cells, I would recommend that one, the Iridescent Gold from Pebeo Studios, because it's just a really beautiful, shimmery, solid gold. It's really, really beautiful color. So that's our gold, is the 24 karat Extreme Sheen and the Pebeo Studios. I also have here Liquitex Basics Pthalo Blue. Just such a beautiful color. I get all excited about the Prussian blue and the Payne's gray, but the Pthalo Blue is one of my absolute favorites too. And it dries so beautiful. That's the one really nice thing about Liquitex Basics paint, is what you see in the tub, that's what color it's going to dry. So next one is DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics in emerald green. Beautiful color. My paint today is mixed with Liquitex Gloss Medium and some Floetrol and the paint. You can find my How I Mix My Paint video for 2020, a complete guide. I will link it for you up here and in the description box. So that's our emerald green. And then I'm also using my very last pouch of Arteza's Pistachio, Pearl Pistachio. I really love this color. It's just so gorgeous. And the cool thing about these is there is a bigger pearl component than there is a color component. So you're not getting a lot of green when it's dry. It ends up being much more pearly, which means that I can use it safely with other colors without worrying that it's going to blend into something weird and green. In this case, it wouldn't matter because we have greens and blues. But I love this pistachio. I'm going to see if I can get more. And then I also have some, which one was this? Liquitex Basics in Titanium White as my flow extender. This one is mixed thinner than the others. She's still leaving a slight mound, but it's pretty much sinking right away versus the thickness of these. So that's going to be my base coat. And I also have a little bit more of it from before I thinned it down, so it's the same consistency as these. In case we pour it the first time and I feel like I need more contrast, I can use the white. So that's our colors. My canvas today is from Creative Mark. This is the edge. This is 18 by 18 and it's 1.5 inches deep. I have put push pins in it and some tape on the bottom. And HOA has recycled the spinner that we used before in Galactic Cactus, was that the one? And put it on just a piece of wood on there. So we're going to put this canvas on there, and then we might either spin it very slowly while we're pouring, or spin it out when we're ready instead of tilting. The reason for that is because with this, it makes such beautiful fine lines and hopefully a really pretty pattern that spinning it will stretch that uniformly and not mess up or distort our lines, whereas that might happen if you're tilting. But I am not always happy about spinning things, so I may take it and chuck it and just tilt it. So we'll see. Okay, so we have our canvas, we have our colors. Let's go ahead and get started. This was from Etsy. I bought it about a year ago and actually have not played with it ever before. So this is my very first time playing with it. You guys get to watch. So when I was watching Julie Cuts, she was talking about which color to put in which space. And I think these two on the sides are a little bit thicker and wider, so that's going to have more of that color than these two. So what I think I want to do is pretty much what's right here. So I'm going to start... Ooh, see, I was wondering if I should put the pistachio on the end and get more of that. I think I do want to do that. Okay, so we're going to put our pistachio right here in this one. And I think this whole thing only holds 8 ounces. Okay, well that's pouring nice. I thinned it out just a little bit right before we started. Okay, and now I want to put the emerald green in the center. And HOA actually has a 3D printer, so he told me he can print me up one to any specifications I want. So I told him I want one that holds 16 ounces. Okay, then I'm going to put the gold on this side of the green. I imagine washing this thing would not be very pleasant, so I have a tub of water standing by that I'm going to pop it into as soon as I'm done, so that the paint doesn't have a chance to dry. Okay, now we're going to fill this last compartment with our Phthalate Blue. Okay. Alright, that's cool. I'm excited. I'm wondering if it's not fill all the way to the top because I don't want it overflowing. Alright, so I have thinned out my white already, and we're going to put that down as a base coat. There's our Creative Edge, 18 by 18. I believe I got that from Jerry's Artorama or on Amazon in Jerry's Artorama store. So, okay, so I'm going to put this down real fast. Okay. Okay, so when Julie Cutts was doing this, she was spinning this, like she was pouring the circle this way and spinning it this way, just very, very, very slowly. And for me, that's kind of like doing the I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try. Should we torch this? I don't want to torch it because I don't want it to set up, so I'm just popping the air bubbles by hand. Okay. All right, I'm stalling now. I need water. Okay. All right, here we go. So, let me just see. Okay, so if I just touch this just very slowly, we'll move. All right, here we go. Let's start in the center and then maybe we'll move around because this is kind of a big canvas. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Well, that's pretty cool. That was fun. Get it more into a circular shape before we start spinning it. Although I could tilt this easy. Well, let's see what spinning it does. Okay. Alright, all 4 legs are on there. Alright. You ready? I think I'm going to move it this way just a little bit. Okay, here we go. That's pretty. That's starting to stretch out. Let's look at this for a second. I love this part. I kind of like this. I think it'll be cool. I love this one. So, not so... Well, I like that one too. I guess I like all of it. I really like the dark blue background with the gold and then the green and then the pistachio. This is a little wide for me. Okay, let's spin it some more and see what happens. rest of that. I'm going to take this down a little bit. You go over there for a minute. We might bring it back later, but okay. See, it's changing the shape of it already. Love that. I'm decorating my toes again. I'm going to take this a lot far down there. I want to stretch out the top part. Maybe take some of that pistachio down at the bottom off. Okay. There's parts I like. Not crazy about this right here. I could just take it down. But I'm not sure I love this pistachio I just dripped. I'm going to tilt it this way a little bit. If we can get some of that pistachio off. I want a little bit of blue right here. Okay, we're starting to sell up now. So at this point, I need to decide if I like it and if I want to keep it like this or if I want to pour it again. I wish there was more blue in it. I'm actually kind of tempted to fill up the cup, 2 of the things with blue. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, I'm going to pour it again. Let's move that over there for a moment. And I'm going to just take the same cup we had, but I may not put the same colors in there, or I might mix it up. I'm going to put blue in this one again. And I'm actually, there's still some pistachio there in the bottom. I'm just going to put some blue on top of that. And then I'm going to put the pistachio in. And then I'm going to put some more blue on top. Woo! Okay. And as far as the green one, Alright, I'm just going to put green in there again. Put gold in there. So this one I've used about 1/3 of the amount of pistachio I had last time and more blue instead. And I don't think I want to bother with the spinny thingy. I think I'm just, well, no, actually that was kind of cool. Let's do it. I may not spin it out on this, but am I getting paint all over the bottom of the spinner? Doesn't matter. Let's move these out of the way. I'm going to wipe my hands real quick. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Okay. All right. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Aye, lass.
Okay. So I'm going to start over here, and we're going to maybe move around a little bit more. I like that better already. Ooh, look, the blue's doing pretty things mixing with the pistachio. Wow, they're really going somewhere. That's pretty. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. And there's like that really neat fold. I'm not gonna spin it. I'm just gonna tilt it. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna anchor this part over the corner first, and then we're gonna stretch that out. Because I don't want to have to come back to this corner. Okay, that's really cool. Come back towards the center first, and then we're going to kind of move, walking it down. I'm kind of going to get that corner too. Maybe not. I am going to go off the edge because I'm not crazy about that little tiny bit of pistachio that's there. Bring this back to the center again. And I'm just going to kind of move this sideways since the weight of the paint is there. And come off that edge. That's really cool. Go back towards the center. Oh, pretty lines. Yay! A lot of gold though. I'm just going to stretch this out all the way down to the bottom. Those lines are really pretty too. Take this down a little bit. I think that's it. Okay, the only thing I'm not crazy about is that corner that is somehow pistachio still. So we're just going to go over it. It's the Phthalo Blue. Just like that. That one's good. This one needs a little bit of paint.
Still a little bare on this side.
Yeah, I'll get there. Still have to torch it. That's good. Okay, so I like that. I think that's really pretty in the center where the green is over the gold, and I love that little bit of pistachio in the middle with the Phthalo Blue as the most backgroundy sort of color. That's really cool. I really like those lines down there, and I'm seeing cells starting to come up, so that's fine. I'm going to wipe my hands off real quick, and then we're going to torch it and see how it goes. I think it's going to be really pretty. I like this a lot. Okay. 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 Alright, so that's cool. I'm really happy with that. Like a very pretty piece of seaweed floating or a flower. But this is really cool. I like these cells that are starting to come up here. That's very cool. This is beautiful to me right there. I love that. Beautiful lines in here. So that was really fun. I enjoyed the split cup. I think I would want one that holds a little bit more paint and has wider chambers maybe. And I like the one that Fiona had that had the little pointy spout on it too. So that was cool. It was fun. Definitely interesting. And the colors really, I do see a distinct separation of the colors. They aren't all as blended as they usually get when I do a ring pour. So maybe that's because of the dividers in between the colors. I like that I can actually see the striations for a ring pour in there. That's really cool. These are pretty. There's little pistachio cells coming up. Okay. This is awesome. I really like this and this. That's very cool. Cool. I will show you guys when it's dry. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll see you soon. So this is a few days later now. This is our split cup pour. Came out really cool. I love that emerald green is just beautiful. Very, very blingy. Beautiful gold from that Pebeo Iridescent Gold. And the Phthalo Blue. And just a little bit of pistachio. But that little bit of pistachio is so cool. Right in here, it's doing amazing things where it looks like it kind of folded over on itself. To me, this totally looks like the inside of a hibiscus. Just that beautiful fluted shape. Really, really gorgeous stuff. And I really like all these lines in here. Beautiful definition. Really pretty. There's that folded over part. And some sort of ghosty lines. I didn't put those in there. They just showed up. Very cool stuff though. So this one was the Phthalo Blue and DecoArt Emerald Green, and the Pebeo Studios Iridescent Gold, and the Arteza Pistachio, Pearl Pistachio. I'm going to call this one Green Hibiscus. Very cool though. It almost looks like a negative. How it's like yellow and green instead of colors. Very neat stuff though. I really like this. And this has given me a couple of ideas as far as the split cup goes. Remember, this was the second pour we did when I changed the layering up and took out the majority of the pistachio. So it gave me a couple of ideas, and I want to show you one of those ideas real quick. Okay, so after I finished the green hibiscus one, I still had some paint and I wanted to practice something that I think I figured out. And I did this little 12 by 12 test piece. But some really beautiful effects in here. You can see that really thin line of the pistachio. And then the layering with this deep purple and the gold and the phthalo blue. It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to play with this one again in another video. And I might get a different split cup, or HOA might make me one. So it was really fun though. And, you know, Fiona and Julie Cuts, they've both made this look really, really awesome and amazing. And I've enjoyed so much watching their recent stuff. So be sure to check out their channels. Fiona she's done some really, really incredible work. And I always appreciate Julie's very scientific approach to layering and to formulas. And so, but this is cool. So this is a little sneak preview of the next one that I want to do with the split cup. And so now, the moment of truth, I want to show you HOA's pour from the other day, his hot rod wing pour. Okay, so here it is. This is HOA's hot rod wing pour. Really, really cool stuff. I mean, just beautiful detail in here. Like this section with the red and the white, and there's gold in there too. I don't know if you guys can see it up in here in the corner. That each of those white lines has like a really beautiful gold strip through it too. It's really neat. I love this. Kind of looks like a heron to me. And then of course down here with his little flames that came up. Check out the flames! So this one came out really awesome. I really love his piece. It's really cool. Really beautiful definition. The colors came out nice and true. This part where he was talking about that gradation dried a little darker and kind of surprised me. Like it had a lot of blue underneath it. Very cool though. Beautiful stuff. Lots of beautiful lines in here. Hot rod flames. I love this part. It's just amazing. That's very cool stuff, man. This was awesome. It was a great experience. I'm so thankful that he's open-minded and pays attention to detail, and he just did such a great job. I'm so proud of him. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. I really do appreciate your time and your lovely comments and just your energy, enthusiasm. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We will see you guys next time. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.